Alright folks, we're back for a bit of a quickie, and just to give you guys some orientation, I have moved. The hill I was looking at previously, without giving myself away, is right there. So, yeah, where I talked to all those people was about in that area. I've moved a bit this direction, which I, honestly, it's like 12 noon, I can't tell where exactly I'm looking, so... Anyway, we're over here now, and I'm sure it'll all make a lot of sense later on. Now, I don't have all the resources necessary to craft what I want to craft, and the final location's probably not going to be exactly here, but it'll probably be near here. So what I'm going to do instead, though, is because I realize my inventory is getting a little full, and I need a place to drop stuff off. So I'm going to go ahead and craft a wooden shelter, and once that's complete, I'm going to build myself a door. Uh-oh. That'd be cool. Alright. You
Hello.
friendly?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Rock.
Okay, friendly too. Yeah, this game is basically Minecraft meets Paranoia and DayZ. And by paranoia, I mean literally paranoia. You just are paranoid of everything. Okay, though, we've got our wooden shelter, so happy fun times abound. Let me have another tuna, just because I can. Because I can. I'm such a novice. Alright, so we're going to place this bad boy right here. The other reason this thing's important is because I can plop a sleeping bag in there, which we'll get to that later. I don't want to build that quite yet. And if we want to save some wood, I actually found a campfire not too far from here. It probably is actually that guy that we just met. It's probably his. So I'm wondering if maybe I can get some usage out of it and save some wood by providing him maybe with some extra raw chicken or something along those lines. Because I'll find plenty of raw chicken along the way. I've got a bow. So anyway, let's, what was I doing? I need a door. That's what I need. I need a wooden door, not a metal door. I'm looking right at it. I know I am. Wooden door, there it is. Right above the shelter. Alright. So that's going to use 30 of my wood right there, too. And that's kind of an issue. To show you how many resources it's going to take for me to build my little palace, and by my little palace, I don't... MLP. I don't want to think about that. Anyway, it requires me to create wood planks. And I probably can't show you what wood planks cost because we're currently crafting something, but let's see. Not parts, I need resources. Let that finish. Yeah, here we go. Wood planks require 10 wood each. That's a decent amount of wood for wood planks, but on top of that, we're looking at 2 wood planks per pillar, and you need a pillar at every single corner, even the inside one. So that basically means I'm making a 2x2 house. So that basically means, since I have to have a pillar on each corner and one in the middle of each side plus one directly in the middle of that, that's 9 pillars if I did my math right. So, which I'm not even sure I fit that into the calculation, come to think of it. Eee. But anyway, then there's also, I need 4 wood foundations. Each of those is 8. So do the math on that. I need 4 of those. So that's, 8, 16, 24. We got 32 pillars right there, or 32 foundations, or 32 planks for foundations. So that's a lot there. Then I'm going to need some walls, and that should be, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 7 walls at 4 planks, and then a doorway, which also has 4 planks. So that's getting pretty costly too. And I'm also going to need a ceiling set. So basically, I don't think I've done my math right. I think I overcompensated for something, though I'm not entirely sure what. How much are the pillars? 2 each? Oh, that's right. 9 times 2, 18. Okay, yeah. When I rolled the math, it came out to I'm going to need about 106, not wood, planks. So in order to make a plank, I need 10 wood. So that comes out to 1,060 pieces of wood. That's going to be a lot of work, and I'm not going to let you guys suffer through that. So I'll take care of that on my own. But yeah, I've got my work cut out for me, without a doubt. The cool thing is, when it's done, there's my door. When it's done, I'm going to have a really nice place with a decent amount of room. I'll be able to put all sorts of fun stuff in, which I already have resources for, probably. Like, yeah, well, I may not. But I'm sure I'll come by the resources along the way. But I'll be able to create a furnace and a workbench, and those things are invaluable. Furnaces let you smelt down metal into, probably metal fragments? I honestly can't remember. But that's useful for more advanced assemblies like firearms, for instance. And the workbench, the more higher up assemblies require you to have a workbench so that you can build them. So we'll be able to do cool stuff like that too. And once again, we have a spot where we can raid. So if we can get in there and find some blueprints for, say, an M4 or MP5, I'm going to be one happy camper. So that's really exciting. We'll start working with that pretty soon, I'm sure. So next thing I'm going to build is my sleeping bag. And then after that, I will build a wood storage box, and we'll do that really quickly. Come on, buddy, you can do this. I'm not sure which video this is going to fit into, but this is definitely going to be a cut-up because there's a lot of work ahead of me, and if things go terribly, terribly wrong along the way, I'll try to get it on record so you guys can see that too, and if I die and lose all my resources, you'll know why. No guarantees. I'll at least give you the nice saga of how my demise happened, and it can be inscrawled upon the rocks of the rock faces for all to see for future reference. It'll be a glorious defeat. Alright, so what did I just build? My sleeping bag? Yeah, built my sleeping bag. Alright, so number 6. I'll pop this down somewhere and see if we can get this in a nice position. The last one was in a terrible one. Nice thing about the sleeping bag is this. After all that hard work, I just picked it back up. But yeah, basically it kind of ends up a portable spawn point, which is really nice. So you can move around and you don't have to recraft them. To be honest, though, it's almost kind of worthless too because... Ooh, what do we have here? There it is. Airplane! I didn't see him drop, though. Oh, he dropped. Oh. That's way too far away, though. We'd be killed so far. That's actually roughly where I came from. I ran through that spot. Feeling bad about myself, but there's actually quite a few people between here and there, so no doubt somebody's going to grab that before we even get close. And there will probably be a lot of deaths over that as well. Okay, so anyways, where I was going was wood storage box. Craft me one of those. Looks like sunset approaches. Oh, if that's sunset, that must be west. Okay, cool. So that would mean that's north and that's south. I think I have that right. Okay, cool. I now know things. Come on, faster. Okay, we got ourselves a crate. And I don't even think I need to explain the crate, but just in case. Plop. Yeah, I can. Oh, I can place that there if I darn well want. You're gonna let me. There we go, that'll work. I don't care. Poof, storage. Alright, so the goal right now is we're just going to... We're gonna take the majority of our wood. I'll just leave that here. The reason I'm going to keep some with me is because I do have a limited number of arrows, and I may need some stone and arrows, or stone and wood to craft some more arrows. But yeah, that's pretty much that. So hopefully next time you see me, it's because I've gathered a decent amount of resources. Since this is going to take a while, I kind of doubt that. I think I'll probably get attacked by something along the way. But yeah, maybe I'll do some intermittent videos and kind of concatenate them all together. And, well, we'll see what happens. So I will see you guys in a bit. Well, folks, we're back, and like I said, I'd probably miss my death, and I did. I got a little too trustworthy with somebody, didn't think it was worth anything because I was being chased by a zombie and killed it, thought I would be regarded as a hero by the community, and instead I got shot in the back with an arrow, and the guy proceeded to loot all my stuff. So we have a rock and all this stuff. That's what I've gathered since then. I killed one pig and hit that rock a bunch of times. And I hit a tree a couple times too. So, square one! Yay! But that's okay. I can work from this. I can get a lot of the stuff that we need back fairly quickly. So that's my goal right now. First thing I'm going to do in a second is... Oh, and by the way, the person that killed me was Vendetta. So we're going to keep our eyes out for him. If we ever see him at any point, I am going to immediately consider him hostile, attack him on site, provoke him.
Play video games.
Oh, right, that scared me. I thought that was a person talking to me. That was our team
so
speak.
much, jeez.
I kind of got my fingers screwed up by a CNC bit for being stupid.
Oh
Man, all of a great sudden, we found some great stuff.
Yeah, that was at work.
Just make fun of you.
What was
Come
that?
on.
Did just make fun of you?
There we go.
Well, yeah, when he found out yesterday.
In fact, I think I'm going to switch
It happened last
out
week.
of this channel real quick.
He was on vacation.
Hold on a second,
so-
let me gather this, because if I suddenly disappear, I want to
enough
make
for
sure this
gameplay
rock's
games?
still here. Found it fair and square, it's mine.
Yeah, my index and middle finger, the pads were basically removed.
Oh, not fun.
Yeah, our buddy Matt
On
had a
my
bit
left
of an
hand, at
accident
least.
at work, and it was a bit painful. He had to
So I
get
can't
urgent care
use the
for it.
W and the S key or the D, E, R, F keys.
So other than an incapable of using a keyboard now, he's doing better. So anyway, I'll be right back 1 second so I can switch out of TeamSpeak and we'll pick up where we left off. Okay, we're back. Ugh, couldn't move for a second. Yeah. I know for one thing Matt doesn't like to be on my YouTube videos too much, and since there's no getting rid of his voice from it, it's best I switch channels, so just kind of a nod off to him. Everyone else doesn't really care, but I'm sure you guys don't want to hear their conversation in the background either. So, where were we? Ah, yes, now I recall. Square one. We were definitely in square one. So, anyways, first thing I'm going to do is build a stone hatchet, because that's easy to do. Whoa, I am light on stone. I'm gonna have 3 stone after this. Not acceptable. We gotta find some more rocks to beat. Good news is, we will have a stone hatchet. Second thing we're gonna build, like I said in I think it was a previous video, I've got a lot of little videos, so I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna organize these, but what I said previously was, second thing that I usually try to build is a bow, and I'm gonna stick straight to that. So we're done with that rock. In fact, I'm gonna toss that on the ground. We're never gonna use that again. This is superior in all ways. Alright, let's see here. Find ourselves a rock. Alright, the Vendetta guy that killed me is off that way somewhere. And I'm not quite yet ready to deal with him, so I gotta still kind of stay under the radar, which is a little tough, because as you can see in the east there, the sun is now rising. So we can no longer hide under cloak of darkness. Ah, snap. My caloric intake's a bit light as well. Really only one thing to do in these kinds of situations. And that's build a campfire and cook me some food. Really don't want to do that. But when you have no choice, you have no choice. That's what I say. Disposable campfires. You may be wondering why I say to build disposable campfires. There's actually one good reason for it, and that is campfires are very bright. They're a beacon to your current position. So generally, I will throw them down, do what I need to do, and then move on. That way if somebody sees the light, they'll come to it, and they'll find an empty campfire somewhere with absolutely no usable resources, except maybe some charcoal if they're advanced, which apparently has some advanced capabilities. I don't know. But anyway, we're just going to set this thing down. Comes with some built-in fuel, which is nice for us. Whoa, 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 whoa. Unlight, unlight. Open. Throw chicken down. We're going to split this into 3 real quick. Like so. 1 here. 1 here. 1 here. Now's the scary part. Turn the fire on, get ready, and don't die. Because it takes a little while for that to cook. And so I tried my best to keep that out of view from people, but I'm kind of in an awkward position. I think it'll be okay because the sun's coming up, so campfire's a little harder to see anyway. And really, in order to see that campfire, you kind of have to be at a decent elevation. It seems like most people use this small corridor down here. I don't think they'll see it. It's probably not a big deal anyway, because I really don't think there are many people here right now. I think this is a West Coast server too, and it's starting to get kind of late, so people like myself who have work in the morning are probably logging off. I'm just being bad. See how the chicken's doing. I'm just going to grab enough for... Oh, beautiful. That'll do nicely. In fact, let's go ahead and shut that off. No need to draw unwanted attention. There. And we'll have 2 in leftover. Throw those here. And we just care about the wood, so we're going to take the wood back. The charcoal for right now for us is pretty much useless. By the time we need charcoal, we'll probably be able to build lots of it at will, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. And I probably should have mentioned this in previous videos, but here goes. Things that show up in the chat aren't necessarily G or PG for that matter, so you're viewing this at your own risk. I always try to keep my videos clean, but I can't exactly control the people who are on the server with me. I don't even know where I'm going. I need wood, and I need stone. Is that me, or was that someone else? Alright. So, I'm just going to build up probably a little bit around here. And then I'll get back to what I was doing. And I'm not even sure what to say. To be honest, I don't think I can be up late enough, since I have work in the morning, to really get things going that far. So we may basically just kind of stick ourselves inside the shed and hope for the best. This may very well be the last video, but maybe I'll try to get some of the settling down, and if I can't finish that, and if we get completely rooked by somebody, you know, somebody basically knocks down our door, kills us, and takes all our stuff, what I'll do is either join another server or restart on this server and try to build back off camera to where we were and work it from there. So that'll be the goal, but hopefully that won't happen. I've never had that issue. Oh, and of course, with the DDoS attacks, there's always a very strong possibility that I just will never be able to get back on this server again, which will be sad, but we must be used to it. If that ever gets resolved, and we're having problems in this series, I will try to pick up again in a whole new series where we can kind of play straight through, and hopefully maybe then I can actually do like 10-hour whack of just nothing but Rust, so, you know, I can have a big old series queued up and you guys have a lot to watch. Let's hope that happens. That's what I want. So there's our base. Okay, and the reason I'm back here, quite simply, is because we are out of resources to gather. So, I've got to make some decisions, and I'm going to do that off camera. Essentially, I got to figure out where on Earth I'm going to get resources. So, I'll see you guys in a bit.